And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, your least favorite podcast. I'm Alan.
I'm RD, man. I
And-
couldn't tell if you were going like a scary movie or something like that with that because it sounded real creepy. Like there was something weird about it. I was like, oh God, I made me turtle up a little bit. Like I could feel like there's somebody behind this green screen ready to kill me. Oh my God. So I watched this scary ass like 11. You ever heard of the Terrifier?
No,
You know, that the black and white clown that smiles, got that big crazy smile and a little horn or whatever. Google it, Terrifier. Anyways, Art the Clown, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, he first made his appearance like in 2000 and I don't know 5 or 8 or something like that in like a 12-minute short film. It's just weird.
Were you watching this on YouTube?
Yeah. That's where you saw it because I put it on and I beat it to the TV.
Pull up SB Fantasy Football. It's all clown. I'm like,
oh
what
Jesus! You watch one video. That's like when that's why I told you to stop watching like little girls play sports on there because that's all it was like 12-year-old girls. I was like, Jesus, what the hell's going on? We're gonna get thrown in jail over here.
I don't know what you're talking
about. Anyway, I've been interested in this clown because you see him everywhere, right? And so it was All Hallows Eve when I looked it up. That's where it said like his first, I guess, theatrical place was where you see him as like they changed the actor who plays him or something. Anyways, he's absolutely crazy, terrifying, bonkers looking, right? You see him like with Daisy sunglasses on. He's got like a horn and stuff like that. It's unfiltered. Oh man. Jesus, I'm not drinking that.
Well, don't pour it all the way. That was at the bottom.
Okay. I won't shake mine up. Anyways, so we'll get back to that real quick. We're having Paulaner Radler. This is 0.0% alcohol by volume, alcohol free. You want to read the back of the bottle?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna crack mine and pour mine.
The great taste of Paulaner Hefeweizen is blended with lemon juice to deliver a bold, refreshing beverage soon to become your favorite. There we go.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's on the back behind. Weizen Radler, 0.0% alcohol free.
I will say this. I was nervous because it's a Radler. I was like, there's gonna be a lot of sugar. This thing almost has the same amount of carbs as a freaking Coca-Cola, which is crazy. I saw some video about that. Like they were having British kids. I slow poured. Why?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the bottom of all mine, and they all have a huge settlement down on the bottom. So what's up, Lizzie? Hey, you guys look those cool dudes on SB Fantasy on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, we're usually live on Wednesdays. Tonight we're doing Tuesdays. Had a lot of cool dudes roll through the SB Fantasy show, answer a lot of questions. All right, so you must have got a weird batch because I don't have any of that in mind. Now mine is enjoy best before 2025. What's yours on? What's your date? So mine's good for like a year. I got a fresh batch.
November 2024.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, it smells crazy. Now this reminds me of like 3rd grade or something. Hold on, I got some. There's some memories flashing back. What is that, Alan? It's super limited. Anyway, so cheers. Let me go ahead and knock this back.
Country Time Lemonade.
Oh, buddy. Anyway, so there's a video of Brits trying American Cokes. You know, we call them Cokes, right. And it's like Mountain Dew. And over there, they have to list it. The guy's talking. He goes, "Yeah, they list this as just a regular drink. They give it over here. They're like, oh, they give it to kids and stuff. Like it's packed full of sugar and caffeine and stuff." I was like, "Yeah, because we're idiots." And so over there, they list it as like an energy drink because the amount of caffeine that's in. I was like, "Dude, yeah." Wow. I was like, "We're such just fat pieces of shit over here." Like, giving like kids Mountain Dew and Cokes and everything's so packed with sugar. Like everybody's got diabetes and shit. It's like, oh my God. It's like we can't just. And of course, that's what are we having now? A ton of sugar.
Yeah, we are.
So that anyways, back to Terrifier. It's wild as hell. Like I said, Google it. You'll see it. As soon as you see his face, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. But I want to watch those movies, which I'm not allowed to watch scary movies. And I've heard like
because you poop your pants.
Yeah, it scares the shit right out of me. Like I'll piss and poop my pants. I go to town. And so anyways, someone mentioned, I think it was either the second one or something where people were like throwing up in the theaters. What the hell was that? That was weird. People are throwing the theaters and shit. Like it's like you can't even get past like the first 12, 15 minutes or something. I'm like, it's available on Amazon. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch one. I want to see what it's like. So I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Makes me nervous. Did you freeze? Or are you still trying to listen to something?
No, I was just making because I heard that pop, so I was just making sure the sound was good.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. But yeah, dude. I have abstained from watching any. I take that back. I watched Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh God, did I put on Hocus Pocus? We had the kids at the house.
I'm pretty sure you've already watched Hubie Halloween.
I did not. I have not.
Yeah.
I have not. I have not. But the other night, I think Bella was not feeling so hot, and her parents, they went out for a little bit, and so we had them at the house. I was like, you know what? Let's we're hanging out in here. Let me put on. I turned it on. She wasn't even facing the TV. And then the Disney thing came on. She rolls over, and then she hears the intro music. She's like, "Oh my God," whatever. So then we sat there and watched that. And then of course Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, you gotta put that on. But yeah. I've done pretty well. I haven't gone Hubie yet, but next week, baby.
So I'm gonna have to step away for a second because I cannot drink this because this is just.
Is it just chunks of lemon?
It's just chunks.
Whoa, wait, hold on. That's Trub.
Look at the bottom of that.
God, that's gross, dude. Yeah, don't drink that.
Yeah.
Go ahead
so
and
I'm gonna go pour this and rinse this glass out, and then slow pour these next bottles and see what happens.
Just grab a different one.
I might end up having to grab something else. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll be right back.
Hey, Lizzie, if you're listening, bring me a Miller Lite. So yeah, no, mine doesn't look that bad. It's not as clear as Alan's, but I definitely don't have anything settling at the bottom. I did slow pour it. I think his is an old batch. Mine's kind of newer. But yeah, no, I started looking into this. It's not new. It's been around for a while, but Terrifier. But I'm a giant wuss, and that's kind of my issue. My issue is I'll have nightmares. I'll get real scared, and that's why I will like certain Halloween movies. And so I'm thinking about giving it a go. It might be like a Saturday afternoon when the lights are all on in the house, or it's still daylight outside or whatever. But maybe I'll have to have a couple drinks and then I'll fall asleep. But and thinking about that, Fright Fest is coming up. I was going to do some talk about some other events that are popping up, but Fright Fest is coming out. It's already actually, I think, going down right now in Arlington. But I'm not going to go watch that either. I'm not going to go there this year either because it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a couple, and I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. How's that looking? Looking any better?
Yeah, it's because it's like a big giant. You can't really see there, but it's like a big giant chunk in the bottom of it. So as long as I don't pour it all the way, I think I'm good. It's like that right there. That's fine, right? That looks good.
That's what it looks like. That's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah. But yeah, it's super lemony. It's kind of crazy. They use lemon juice. Like it tastes like they used one of those. The back of there, you go to the store and you get the lime. It's a plastic lime that is lime juice, and then the plastic lemon, it's lemon juice. That's what it tastes like. They just dumped it in there. That's exactly what it is. God. But yeah. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna press on. But I am holding out. We were supposed to get the Halloween decorations down like last weekend. We just didn't. And I was like, okay, that would have been the perfect time to do it. That was me. And it would have been a perfect time to do it, but I was like, all right, screw it. We got to do it this week because we're running out of time now. Like, we got to go get some bales of hay and some pumpkins. I'm surprised there's not 45 pumpkins sitting around this bit.
There normally is this time of the year. Mm-hmm. So are we going to need to watch these Terrifier movies before next week? Like,
I can't commit to watching them. I don't think I can. I think they're crazy as hell. Like, I don't think I'll be able to watch them. I'm going to try. You know what? Let's every week. How many Terrifiers are there? I think they get scheduled for 4.
Where are they even at?
Amazon.
Okay.
So Terrifier was 2016, Terrifier 2 2022, and it says Terrifier 3 2024. I don't know. It says released October 11th, so it's coming out. Oh, buddy. Okay. So you have to go to the theater. I can't go to the theater and watch that. Like, I almost had a heart attack during Friday the 13th one year, like the 2009 one. Madonna's wife was in it topless.
Yeah,
water skiing, and I was very excited about that. But then I was not excited about the rest of the movie. It actually scared the shit out of me. And it's crazy because it's so damn loud. And I was talking to somebody about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003 with Jessica Biel in it.
Jessica Biel, yeah.
And that was a great cinematic masterpiece, but it scared the shit out of me. Like, it was so effing loud. I was like, I had nightmare. I thought I was gonna have a damn heart attack, and I was like in the best shape of my life. I was like so damn scared. I was like, because you don't know what's gonna happen, and especially in a theater back then, you had more people in a theater, so it wasn't like luxury recliners and things like that. In some movies, people would come bum rushing in just to scare the shit out of people. Like fake chainsaw or something. I'm like, and I couldn't handle that. That would have killed me. That would have put me over the top. So the whole time I'm like this, like looking at the screen, looking down, looking up, looking down, and yeah, I don't know, man. I think I blame my mom, I think, for all that shit. Like, I remember watching like Freddy, and Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, all these scary ass movies when I was just way too young. It's like, she's like, I'm watching because I want to watch it. You're just in the room.
I remember, I don't know how old I was, but I know I was pretty young when I started watching them. And I remember where I was and everything. Like, I was living with my aunt at the time, and we had some friends that lived across the street, like 5 houses down. And me and my cousins, we all stayed the night there. And we all stayed the night, and we were all watching. It was uh, the Friday the 13th movies is what we were watching. And yeah, I just remember just scared as hell.
The first one it's suspenseful. I don't find it to be too scary. There was some gruesome killings in that thing, but then you find out that it's like the mom. I'm like, yeah, no, I can take care of like some middle-aged woman. I'm not scared of that.
You're like, oh, I got it.
I'm scared of the damn thing, the guy you can't kill. I think that's mainly what it is, right? You can't kill these damn things. And if you do kill them, they come back. They got like 10 Freddys and 10 Jasons and everything else in between. And like with Michael Myers, you can't kill that son of a bitch either. I'm like, and I actually really like the OG Halloween. I've never seen any other one, I don't think. Maybe Halloween 2. We went through them a couple years back. We got all the way to the 3rd or 4th one, and it doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. It's like the Season of the Witch or something.
Yeah,
it's really weird, and it's not that great. But yeah, dude, I'll put it on, like especially on Halloween. I'll have it out in the yard, but I got to end the night with like Hocus Pocus or something, bro, or 15 mil lights. Otherwise, I ain't gonna be able to sleep. I'm like, hold me, baby. I don't know, man. I'm just a giant pea. I don't know.
It happens.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
But I'm ready. And it is weird that I like Halloween. Like, I really enjoy
love
it.
Halloween. It's like your favorite season.
Yeah, and I do love the holidays. That's another thing we talk about all the time. How great October, November, December are.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it to slow down, take some time off of work, let it get a little bit cooler around here. But yeah, decorating begins this week, I guess, this weekend. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got to. All right. I mean, it's gonna take you a little while to get all that stuff out because you guys go big, right?
Yeah,
So.
I got a process, and then also taking it all down isn't that bad either. And then this year also gonna be here, so he's gonna help. He's flying in for Halloween, so he's gonna be around. Speaking of Halloween, you guys doing any parties or anything like that? Or I know obviously you guys go trick or treating or whatever. You and Liz gonna dress up this year?
I mean, I'll dress up for the show, but that's about it. I'll take the kiddo around. We got a neighborhood nearby that we go to that they do a big old thing for. They do this big thing just for everyone to come to, right?
So no isolated like parties or anything like that, like someone's house.
No, none of that.
Oh, we got lucky. Halloween's on a Thursday this year.
Okay.
I think it was a couple years back. It fell on Wednesday. We're like, well, can't do it, man, because you love Halloween too much. I love it too much too. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be out front with the music on and the TV on, just partying because we block off our. You don't walk up to our door. We just hand candy out right there from the sidewalk, which I do enjoy because we tried it one year. The very first year we moved here, there was like they were ringing the doorbell, knocking on the door. We opened the door like 50 million times. And our old neighborhood was like that too. We lived on the corner, so we didn't get a lot of action. So we were really happy to be like where we're at now. So now we're, 300, 400 trick-or-treaters every year. And it's been going right back up. COVID slowed it down just a hair, but 50 people, less than what it was. Lizzie's going to be giving out Jello shots or some shit this year.
Okay.
We did the Red Bull, or not Red Bull, the Fireball shots.
Right. I remember that.
She said she's going to do something different. I was like, well, I like giving out sealed things from the manufacturer, not us making stuff. Just because, like, I'm not going to take it from a stranger either.
I mean, I don't know. Depends on how many blocks deep I am.
I remember when I did take Ty, like when he was younger, took him trick or treating around the neighborhood, and it was like because Matt came over, little Matt. I had my backpack on, and there was probably like 6 or 7 beers in there. I'm just walking around this is a long walk, man. These streets are long, and there was that one dude. It was because there's some hedges that are about 6 foot tall. He just kind of pops out. He's dressed up like Michael Myers, and then he'd be walking up down the street, and he'd stop underneath like a stoplight or a street light, just standing there looking. I was like, this.
Like, don't do it, bro.
Don't do it, brother. I don't want to be tested. I'm gonna start firing full Miller Lights at your ass.
You don't want to catch these hands, bro. I'm telling you. I ain't going down like no punk.
I thought about that today. I was walking, and like the high school had let out, and these kids are bigger than they ever were. Like I remember being like just normal size in high school, and now they all look like they're offensive linemen, for whatever school. And like, Jesus Christ, what do they feed these damn kids?
Dude,
and I was like, no, they probably have the strength and the endurance to just wipe the floor with me. I'm like, God, because when you get older, you just you can't keep going. You don't have the endurance. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually you get tired after about 35 seconds.
Yeah. No, there's some of these kids I see at these 10U tournaments, and I'm looking at these kids and I'm like, that kid's like 17. Like
they hand that piece of paper that's got the 10 spot in it. I'm 12 or whatever. He puts it right in his wallet, in his pocket. It's got documentation.
Yeah. But man, there's some of these kids I see him and I'm just like, there's no way you're freaking 10. Like,
it's crazy.
This is insane. You're 2 feet taller than I am.
I mean, you've seen the Little League World Series. There's always one kid that's there, and he's like 6'4", and he's got, but he can't play with an adult bat. He's got to play with a kid bat, so he's got like this toothpick up there, just swatting at fly.
He's got a mustache too. Like,
yeah. Weird. I'm not saying it's always like certain countries where documentation might not be regulated as much or whatever, but yeah, it's fun. We're having fun here. We're laughing. We're having a fun time.
Yeah, we're gonna laugh, have some fun. Jokes are funny. Did you see Brett Favre?
I saw it on the news. Was it the Shannon Sharp thing or what was it? Or did he say he had some disease now?
He's got Parkinson's.
That's what he says, right?
Yeah. He was
doctors say that?
I don't know what he was at court testifying for something. I'm not really sure what he's testifying for.
Maybe that. Remember, he got popped for money laundering.
For federal welfare reform.
Mm.
He was giving his testimony. He was like, "Oh, by the way, I've got Parkinson's."
Oh, okay, that sucks.
You're like, "Oh man, that does suck."
Yeah, I don't have any jokes about that.
I mean, you shouldn't.
I think it's a tragedy.
I would be concerned if you did.
The only one I've ever seen was what's Michael J. Fox have?
Parkinson's.
Okay, remember when Family Guy took a shot at him? Like not Parkinson's, but Michael J. Fox. Yeah. Like that was the craziest. And they always do. They did lay off like a certain group. I think just because they got crazy hate mail or something. I guess they finally decided to care. And but yeah, holy shit, that one. I was like, holy.
He was like trying to open up like a soda, and he just shook it all up or something like that.
They went and get some wine. They were having some wine at dinner or something like that, and so he was shaking, and of course he spilled the wine all over Peter. And Peter was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." He goes, "No, I want to pay for it." He goes, "Yeah, he even offered to pay for it because I don't think I'm going to be able to cash this thing." And of course, the writing on it's all scribbles and shit. And I was like, "Oh, buddy." I was like, but I'm like, shit, man. They used to really. They'd get after it. I haven't watched Family Guy in forever. I know it's still on. I have heard they've dialed it back quite a bit. But
I mean,
90s and early 2000s, they didn't give a shit. Nobody. They're just like they were like South Park. Nobody was safe. They didn't give a shit. And South Park's just as crazy now as they were back then.
South Park still is nobody's safe, right? Like
you can't cancel someone that doesn't care. You know what I mean?
No,
And they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, they got 0 Fs to give. 0.
This beer sucks.
It's not great.
It's like a weird lemonade. You don't even know you're drinking beer. Lizzie.
Yeah, well, it's alcohol free. I mean, it's not even.
Yeah, the Radler, and I do enjoy Radlers. Now, the last Radler I had, we've had Porch Rocker from Sam Adams and whatnot, but that one I just saw the picture of it on my computer. It was from Outfit Brewing. It was I did a review on it. It's on YouTube or whatever. And Lizzie loves that shit too. Like it's an expensive beer because they're using the Lord's lemonade at the moment, or at the moment they were. I don't know if they've cracked the code or whatever they're figuring out, but it was called Side Chick, and holy moly, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, because we were up there talking to him at Maverick after they released it. He was like, "Yeah, it's just so expensive to make because the lemonade we're using, but we got to use it because it's really good with this lemonade."
Yeah, and there's some other ones out there too. I think they pretty much figured it out at this point. There we go. I had to put a call in to give me a palate cleanser. I'm about to pour these back in the bottle. Be sitting there like a Dumb and Dumber.
I mean, this one's definitely better than the first one I had that I couldn't drink, right? That I had to go pour out because of all the sediment that was just sitting in the bottom of it. But it's not something to slam or anything like that. It's a sipper, 100%. You just want to sip on it.
I think you should take that S back up to Total Wine or something. I mean, obviously it's an old beer, and it wasn't. Now there's unfiltered, right, where you'll have stuff floating around in there,
right?
But it's not shrub like that. Like that was sediment. Like that's that's not supposed to be in there.
Yeah, not at all. Not one
Especially
bit.
from a big brand like this, and they, they're a pretty big brand. That they're not the official. They have a 10 out there in Oktoberfest, but I don't know if I'm thinking of the other one too, Hofbrau or whatever it is.
Yeah, Hofbrau.
Yeah, Hoffen. There you go.
Hoffenbrau. Hofbrau's Steakhouse. It's over here off Denton Highway. Yeah.
Hofbrau. Is it a German joint?
No, Texas. Hofbrau.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, she said okay. Well, that's good. All right. Just a quick question for you. How about this?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give you $100 million.
Okay. Done.
But you got to wear a cast on one of your limbs the rest of your life.
Okay.
Right? You're in, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're just gonna wear a cast on your like left arm, like because I had like a cast, I think from like here to here when I broke my thumb, so it didn't take up a lot of room, and I could still wiggle my digits.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, 100 million. 100 million. Yeah, 100 million. What do you?
Yeah. Someone I was listening to the ticket this morning. That's what they was talking about. I was like, $100 million. I was like, man, what's the number that it would actually like? Where you're like, man, I don't know the inconvenience. Is it 100,000? Is it?
At 100 million, I've got I got a personal assistant that follows me around every day to take care of things I can't because I got an arm in a cast. Like,
well, what if it's one where your arm is straight? Like thanks, babe. Where it's like the one where you got you got to hold it up like that. Are you still in?
100 million? Come on. You know what I'm gonna do with that 100 million? I'm gonna get an RV that I'm gonna drive around the country, and guess what? It's right there at the window. I'm good. I'm gonna roll the window down. I don't care what the temperature is because I'm gonna have the AC blasting.
I don't think I could do that one like that. Just that holding that one up. Definitely not a leg. But yeah, like if I had a small one on my arm that was just like you broke your wrist, right? So it's here to here. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. Then you got like this thing on your arm you can just start beating the shit out of people with. Yeah. And so the joke kind of kept going. And it was like, what about cut off the limb? It's Gordo, man. Gordo's nuts. And so it's either now it doesn't have to be the entire limb. Let's just say if you cut off your lower below your elbow on your arms, so you're going to be missing a hand.
Okay.
or below your knee, so you're going to be missing a foot. 100 million.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
I mean, you're pretty much doing it for the future of your family. You know what I mean? That's what you're doing at this point.
And the way prosthetics are, like, we've come a long way.
Yes.
Like
I'd love a robotic hand.
Right?
Like a futuristic one, you know what I mean? Like it's something crazy.
It's a $6 billion man. Let's fucking go. Man.
No, I do have another one for
Okay.
later, but we'll talk about that. We'll do that one later because it is kind of a little bit more it's a little bit more gruesome. How about that? So it's it's weird. Anyways, you were talking the other day about starting to run. I actually ran today physically. I usually go for a nice little walk around the neighborhood because the weather's been decent.
Okay.
Today I actually jogged. I got it done in about half the time, a little bit sooner actually. Have you started running for your marathon?
No, I haven't. I'm not
I
gonna
was waiting
lie.
for some crazy. Well, come on, just tell me what you were gonna say.
No, I just haven't. I've been busy, and I've been getting to bed real late here lately. And like the time I have to run would be in the morning, but I haven't woken up early enough to do it. Like that's just all there's to it. Like
Yeah.
I've done some walks, gone on a few little walks, but nothing more than that.
Okay. Yeah, I decided to do it today. I've been walking about 3.5 miles almost daily. And then of course I go to the gym as well. Like I just didn't want to go to the gym today. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to walk out of the house and just run. You know what I mean? Jog, slow jog. But it's amazing. Like, the 3.5 miles go by so much quicker just by a slow jog.
Oh yeah.
And of course the hills, I was going up the hills like I'm walking that in, I'm not jogging or trudging up that damn thing. I'm like,
I'm full speed ahead on my way down though.
I have to lean back, just a little bit, just kind of just kick my feet out every so a little bit because I get that. I'm not going full steam ahead. That belly just starts dragging my ass. Gravity's a real thing.
It is, and it's kicked my butt several times. But I'm pretty good with gravity when I'm like running down a hill. Like we've got an agreement so far in life that we don't mess with each other when we're going down a hill, right? It's got me other places, but there we're good.
So is it this year or next year when you got to do the half?
It's next year. Next year. So I still have time, but I haven't run in so long that I got to like just for frame of reference from the last time when I was running. This was back when. Do you remember when, as you were speaking about clowns? Remember when people were going around dressed up as clowns and freaking people out? Like the police are putting out reports saying, "Do not do this.
Yeah, get shot.
You're going to get shot." That was when I was training for it while that was going on, and there was a park that I went to that had like a little entrance into like some like woods or something like that, and like every time I would run past there, I was always convinced I was going to see a freaking clown. I never did, but like I was always just like, that's where he's can come from.
People are so weird, dude.
And I'm just going to pick up the pace and just keep going this way.
We only do it around Halloween, as we were talking earlier. I'm big into Halloween or whatever, but we'll like put on a mask or something like that and go hang out front and drink White Claws. I'll fog up the neighborhood essentially, and the lights are on, and we'll just go out front and just look at it, wave to people. But yeah, I mean, shit, sometimes I'll have a damn clown mask on or a skeleton mask, or if it's cold, I'll have my skeleton onesie on and just out there freaking vibing, just like that music from Blade.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, you got plenty of time, I guess. It is.
Yeah,
what
I got plenty of time, but like I want to start getting in some like 5Ks and things like that, and I gotta start ramping up, and it's gonna take a little while because, like I said, I haven't run in a really long time, and so it's gonna take me a minute to get there. But
Yeah.
I got over a year.
I thought the same thing. I was like, 5Ks, the fall time is, we missed a handful of them already, but I mean, they're going to be, it's running season now. I mean, it's nice weather. It's not 105, but, it is what it is. Oh, Jesus. I gotta get this beer out of my system. I'm thinking about slamming it, but I actually I might Hey, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We have football. We got NFL. We're actually going to look at the conferences, the divisions, and things like that. We ran out of time to talk about the Strikeout Beer or the SB Fantasy Football League, so we will go over the standings in that as well. We should have done it in SB Fantasy, but we ran out of time. We answering questions, and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. So it's always before this show, just FYI.
Yes. So yeah, hour before the show. But you want to talk a little baseball right now?
Yeah, I mean, buddy,
we're excited about baseball. I know I am, because my Tigers keep winning. They won again today. Tariq Skubal won his 18th game. He's gonna be. It looks like we're gonna have 2 pitching Triple Crown winners.
Nice.
The AL and the NL. Chris Sale over in the NL, Skubal over here in the AL. My Tigers they fought back, and we're in the playoffs right now. We've captured we haven't secured it, but we have the wild card. And we're half a game up right now, on Kansas City, and a full game and a half over the Twins. So things are looking good. We've got, I think do we have a doubleheader tomorrow? Or I think they just pushed up the start of the game. But we got 2 more with the Rays, and then we close out with 3 against the White Sox.
Yeah, so that'll be the games I'm betting on.
We're set to run the table. We really are. As long as we take care of business, we're freaking in, and that's exciting because it wasn't that long ago that we weren't close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they really have turned it on. I don't like looking at the MLB standings on Google because I don't like it. Just not enough information there. You know what I mean? Okay. So the Yankees have already, they're in there. Excuse me. Yankees are in the East. Cleveland Guardians out of the Central, and then apparently the West is still up for grabs. I don't know how. I mean, they should have already run out of time, but Houston's 4 games up.
I think there's 6 games left. Or 5 or 6 games, depending on if they played their games today, right?
Yeah.
And it's a 4-game lead, so it's right there, right? But it's close. And then over in the NL, you've got all your division leaders have locked up, and so we're just waiting for the wild card to work out. Everybody in the Central, other than the Brewers who won it, is out. That whole division is out, and so you've got 4 teams deciding the wild card spots with the Mets, the Braves, the Padres, and the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. And I've been saying it all year. Well, the closer we've been getting to this, I'm really looking forward to the Orioles being in there. Even though their last 10, they've kind of sucked. They're 3-7. The Yankees are 8-2, last 10. Guardians 7-3. Astros 6-4. They finally got above 500. Then you got the Tigers there at 8-2. And I was talking about the Yankees last week, and they were not doing so great. They were like about 500 in their last, 10 games. They're losing the game, winning a game, losing a game, but they're really good against teams that are above 500. That's something else that was another stat that I kind of picked up for this thing. This is MLB.com/standing/wildcard, and no other team. The Yankees and the Guardians in the American League are really good against good teams. Well, that's who you run into in the playoffs, right? Obviously. And there's nobody really else that's above 500. So that's why I'm calling. I think that Astros are going to get, I don't really care who they play unless they get some layup. They should be bounced, in the first round, obviously. I do want to see the Yankees go. I'd like to say, I've said it before, the Yankees and the Orioles to play each other in the ALCS, but with Detroit making a run, they got 83 wins under their belt. 8-2 in their last 10, 3-game winning streak. Now they are 47-50. They're 3 games under 500 against winning teams. So it's one of those things where you're like, all right, well, are they going to put up a fight against a good team or not? But if they do, their pitching's there and the hitting's there, I'm all for it. I just want fireworks in October because there's nothing better than October baseball. And then when you go, now the Twins could somehow slip in. Mariners might have a little chance, but I think everybody is just now too far too gone. Sox, Rays, there's too many games. And then the NL, we've talked about it too. The Dodgers, Phillies, Brewers, they're in, right? Then you got the Padres. The Padres it's going to be a fun team to watch because they have been on fire. They have fought their way back. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're on a 4-game winning streak. They're also good against teams that are above 500.
Right.
the Mets have been playing good. It's been fun to watch the Mets as well. The Diamondbacks are there. The Braves could still sneak in, but I think
you've got the Mets and the Diamondbacks are tied, and then the Braves are one game out. So it's going to be interesting to see which three teams get in and who's going to be on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's the Braves, which is crazy. I think that the Braves are still in the thick of it with all the injuries they've had this year. Right,
Tons.
you lose Acuna, you lose Strider, and they've had a bunch of other guys beat up all year too. Chris Sale's really stepped it up again. Like I was talking about, he's going to be an NL Triple Crown winner for pitching, and we'll see it over there in the AL with Scooble. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. As well as all eyes right now are on the Angels and the White Sox game.
I'm not even betting on those games. I can't do it. I bet on the Tigers today, and I bet on the other team that was playing some other just slapdick team. But yeah, dude, those two teams. Oh my god.
Well, it's specifically tonight's game because yesterday the White Sox tied the 62 or 52 Mets for the most losses in the season at 120. So one more loss, and they set the record for most losses in the season. And so right now they're going into the seventh, tied up at going into the seventh, tied up at 0 apiece.
Oh my god.
0-0 going into the seventh.
Let me see what I got here. Yeah. So Detroit, and then the Twins. So I had the Twins on there as well. How's the Twins looking right now?
I don't know. Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you. Hopefully they're losing.
4-1 Marlins. Yeah. I took the money line and slapped 20 on it.
Yeah, they're losing 4-1 right now, which is good because that gives the Tigers a little bit of breathing room. We need to. I need them to lose.
Man, I need the money. I think more than that. I don't care about any type of. They put up 4 runs in 1 inning. They hit a grand slam. No, okay. A couple dingers though. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to October baseball. I think the National League will be fun to watch. Obviously, you got the Dodgers and Phillies. I don't know. The Brewers are there, but I've had more fun watching the Dodgers and Phillies and in the Padres. So
let's talk about that day that Ohtani had when he joined the 50-50 club. Or I'm sorry, when he created the 50-50 club.
Yeah, didn't exist.
6 for 6 with 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. And now he's at 55-55. He's in the 55-55 club. And he's got time. It'll be tough, but he's got time to do 60-60.
They'd have to get after it. I mean, they're playing the Padres. They actually have a game tonight. Do they finish out against the Padres? They got
no. They should have one more series after that.
Yeah, so they got the Padres for 3 games starting tonight, and then they have the Rock. They go to Colorado to take on the Rockies. So yeah, no, there's time. Rockies are terrible. They're gonna have 3 games there. Yeah,
in Colorado.
In Colorado, yeah. So they're at home against Padres, and then they're in Colorado. So ball's gonna fly.
Ball's juiced up.
Yep. Dude, the guy's having a hell of a year. He's a hell of a player. He's the face of. And do you even think about the whole betting thing? You know what I mean? Like, you don't even think about it anymore. It doesn't even cross your head. Like, it just popped out. Like, oh yeah, that guy. His assistant or interpreter sitting there, stealing money from him. Because they were like, "Are you betting on baseball?" He goes, "No, I don't bet on baseball." They're like, "Well, someone's doing it." And he's like, looks over at that dude.
Are you betting on baseball, Ohtani? What's baseball?
Yeah. I don't know what you're saying. I don't have a word for that in our language.
But it's funny. Someone after the whole, it's the 50-50 club. Someone went out there and went back onto the Sporting News and retweeted one of their tweets from March 11th of 2018.
Okay.
And they said, and this is, they were quoting MLB scouts. He's basically like a high school hitter.
Oh.
MLB scouts believe Shohei Ohtani won't be able to hit big league pitching.
Boy.
It hurts to miss that one.
That's a swing and a miss. Like, can you believe the guy that was like, "Nah, we don't want this guy because he's whatever." And he's like the best damn player in the league. Like leaps and bounds. He's the best player in the damn league.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I got another fun baseball fact for you that I saw.
Okay.
Uh, Max Scherzer of your Texas Rangers.
I'm ready for him to leave.
He's pitched 9 games this year.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money he's receiving this year?
Oh, he made like $1 million a game or some crazy number, like something bonkers.
Oh no! Oh, that would be a pay cut. So this year,
Was it 10 million a game? I remember seeing a 1 up there.
oh, this year he is making 15 million from the Nationals, 30.8 million from the Mets, and 12.5 million from the Rangers. He's got 3 teams paying him this year.
That should have been the biggest red flag for the Rangers.
For 58 million.
Yeah, that should have been the biggest red flag, that they rather pay him to go pitch somewhere else than to stay on their team. And he's washed his shit. You know, he gets hurt all the time. It was bonkers. Like, when they brought him over, I was like, hey, I don't know about this. I was like, I don't know about this, but I'm going to, give him a benefit of the doubt. And he pitched the 10 games he pitched, 7 were okay. He just didn't get any run support. You know what I mean? Like, he actually went out there and dealt a pretty good game. But dude, no, I cannot wait for him to leave. I cannot wait. He's either going to just
He's
rot.
not really here. He's played 9 games. He's not here. Okay.
Well, I don't want to come back next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone. He's not coming back next year. Dude, he's just old, man. And it sucks, right? When you get older, can't do the same stuff you used to be able to do. Yeah. And he's like always hurt. I can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait for him to leave.
And I saw another one post that just made me laugh. And I know you as a Rangers fan will appreciate this one. This person who posted it had no idea about this player. And then in the comments, I almost tagged you in the comments just so you could read the comments, because the comments were great, because everyone just had to correct them. And I'll read the thing, and then I'll read the meme, because the meme says, I'll read the meme. It says, no gambling, no affairs, no scandals, no PEDs, no drama, no drugs, just strictly baseball and business. Okay. And it's got a picture of the guy, but I'm going to read what the person actually typed. Okay.
Right.
This guy's like the Kurt Warner of baseball. Comes out of nowhere as a 27-year-old to be a star, and has that epic home run derby at Yankee Stadium. Do you know who we're talking about yet?
Josh Hamilton.
Yeah. Makes 5 straight All-Star games and wins an MVP award, then rides off into the sunset. They should make a movie about him. To which everyone reminded him, came out of nowhere at 27. He was a first-round draft pick, or a number 1 draft pick, who got in a car wreck, got hooked on painkillers, got hooked on drugs, came back. His wife left him because he was porking broads in the bathroom at Sherlock's.
Cincinnati, I think, drafted him, and then he came over from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Because at that point, he was done.
Yeah.
He got drafted like 8 years before that. It was a number 1 pick.
They need to make a movie about this guy. They should.
Oh, I would be all in on the Josh Hamilton movie. Like, it's just be so wild.
Just doing body shots at Sherlock's. Right. What a freaking bar. My God. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's not even mentioning what was it? Ocular colitis. He couldn't hit a ball during the day because he drank too many Red Bulls.
I'm all jacked up on Grandpa's cough syrup. I can't see the ball today.
All right,
Red Bulls you had 15.
Like last year he was here. Oh, day game. He's not playing today.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, he had a crazy amount of Red Bulls, right? But he was doing Vegas bombs. You know what I'm saying? So he had like 45 shots. Right. Yeah, he had the equivalent of like 6 or 7 Red Bulls, but they were all mixers.
I'm gonna have to send you this picture, because the picture of him is like just the most like bro picture like of like all time. Like, it's hold on. I just sent it over to you.
He was wheels off. He really was. But when he was on top of the world here,
when he was good, buddy, was he good?
Oh, that's his the All-Star game.
All-Star game. Yeah.
God, there were such ugly hats.
Oh gosh. But yeah, no.
Kurt Warner of baseball.
Yeah.
Effectively, what? Let's see. I'm not really shocked. I took a look at the guy who posted it or whatever, and I'm looking at the whatever that thing is in the background.
Yeah.
I was like, huh.
But yeah, one person was like, really? The team had to change the way they celebrated winning the division and all that because this guy was an alcoholic.
They're like, yeah, they can't have champagne in the locker room, Budweiser. They had like NA beers and like sparkling water.
No, it was Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
I remember it was Mountain Dew because like I remember when the first celebration they had and they're all shaking up and spraying. Like I had a post on Facebook. It's like, really, Mountain Dew? And someone was like, "Oh yeah, well it's because Josh Hamilton is a recovering alcoholic, and the team did it for him because they're all about the team."
He ain't recovering nothing. What's up, Minix? How you doing?
What's up, Minix?
Mountain Dew is the best. I used to love I love Mountain Dew. That's how I used to make it through road trips and stuff. Pack of Twizzlers and a Mountain Dew. Foot out the window. Blink 182.
Just living life. Yeah.
Just tearing up the highway. Yeah.
Someone had
there was something. I guess they started making spicy ones at like Taco Bell or some shit like that. Like a spicy Mountain Dew Blast, Baja Blast.
I hadn't seen the spicy one. I know the Baja Blast. The Baja Blast is a game changer.
There's like a spicy one at one of these restaurants. Who's got flaming hot? Oh, hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. Spicy Mountain Dew. That's gonna, you know what? That's gonna be someone's team name.
Spicy Mountain Dew.
I'm pretty sure. Oh Jesus, what's the name of that? There it is. Flaming hot Mountain Dew. That's a real thing.
Okay.
That must be what I'm thinking of then. It says what happened. I remember when this thing came out. That was short lived.
Yeah. Doing good, Minix. We're doing good. Glad you're doing good.
I got problems over here. Anyways.
Oh, you've always got problems.
I know.
Oh, the Angels are winning 1-0.
Code Red is the best. I just like the OG
Code Red is good. Code Red is good. I'm more of a Baja Blast is where it's at.
The Code Red come out like when gaming doing like Call of Duty or whatever was released. They had like little bundles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I miss gaming. Like actual like having fun and like playing video games. I sit there and play like I played Rocket League today. I almost like wanted to look up the IP address of somebody and go over there and kick the shit out of them. Like just beat the shit out of them. Like, come here, you little shit. Just grab him by the collar, just fucking shake him back and forth. I don't even have chat on anymore. Like, no, I was like, I had to get rid of that because I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm gonna call some like little shit, like something crazy absurd. I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm not doing it. And
for your hot sports opinions on mac and cheese.
Yeah, once I got banned because what did I say? Low key, not great. Like mac and cheese is just not that great. I have it twice a year. It's Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's the only time I have mac and cheese.
Oh,
yeah. Unless we go to like we'll have some KFC delivered every so often, and Lizzie likes the mac and cheese from there.
Yeah.
But I just don't have it very often. I don't know why.
I'm just like there was one day this last week. I got home and I ran by the store before I went home, and I hadn't had anything to eat for dinner. And I'm walking around. I was like, you know what? Grabbed a box of Velveeta shells and cheese. I was like, I'm having you for dinner. Took it back to my bachelor days, cooked it, just ate it right out of the pot. Oh man,
I like the shells and cheese as well. But they here they're a craft house, so they got the craft with you gotta like eat like the noodles are so little in the Mac box, right? So like I got
Velveeta shells and cheese. Like, whoa.
You get the I scoop the whole damn like I'll use one of those crazy ass big ass spoons, and I'm just shoveling the hell out of it. I mean,
well, they have
my mouth is watering.
They have the craft that doesn't use the powder now. They've got it with like the sauce, like the cheddar sauce, whatever that you mix in there.
Yeah.
Now
Lizzie makes it really good. Like she'll put the like milk and butter and some other shit in there or whatever. But you know, it's been so rare. I just haven't had it in a long time. But the kids eat it after school. Like they'll have like the mini one, the cup. I think you just put water in it and heat it up and some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's my old like I have it like twice a year. I think I'm missing out, but it's not that great though.
I think so too.
I'd rather have coleslaw than mac and cheese.
Ah.
There you go. And it's got to be the good shit. I'd rather have mustard potato salad than mac and cheese. Write that shit down. Put that on something. You know what? I might make a damn T-shirt that says that shit. I don't know. So we did baseball. We're actually kind of up against it. Let's go ahead and barrel through the NFL. Oh, no. Come on, Minix. Let's go ahead and barrel through the NFL. This is real quick. We're only 3 weeks into the season. Bills are in the top in the East. Then you have the Jets at 2-1, Dolphins 1-2, Patriots at 1-2. Any surprises there, Alan?
No.
Did you think the Patriots would be? I mean, Patriots and Dolphins, they were second to last place, I think, last season too. Jets generally have high hopes. Got Aaron Rodgers healthy, and Josh Allen is just slinging it. Yeah. AFC West: Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. Chiefs are undefeated. Chargers 2-1. Broncos and Raiders are 1-2.
Yeah, no surprises.
You see the Broncos possibly making a run at it?
No.
Don't believe in Bo Nix?
No.
All right. Oh, let me ask you a question.
Sean Payton too.
Who scored more points, the Chargers or the Raiders?
Don't
look it up.
Well, I just happened to be staring right at the screen when you said that.
Never mind. All right, AFC North. You got the Steelers.
They scored the same amount of points.
Yes,
they both scored 58.
Yeah. AFC North: Steelers, Ravens, Browns, and Bengals. Steelers are 3-0. Bengals are 0-3. Ravens and Browns are 1-2.
Steelers.
Yeah, and I think the reason that they're even
even the Ravens at 1-2.
That's kind of what I'm shocked. I think when they showed a graphic of the AFC North, and it had the Ravens in third place because they hadn't won yet, and then the Steelers, Browns, Ravens, and Bengals. I was like, it's completely upside down to what you would have thought it would have been, right? But it's still early in the season. I mean, Ravens are going to figure it out. Hey, good on Justin Fields. That's all I'm going to say. I'm glad to see him on a team where they give a shit about him. AFC South: Texans 2-1, Colts 1-2, Titans and Jags are 0-3. Is this the worst league or division in the league?
Yes.
And any changes coming to this, or Texans going to run away with it?
Yeah, the Texans should. It's theirs to win again.
I don't know why the South divisions are so bad. NFC East: Commanders.
Fun fact about that division?
Yeah, go ahead.
Everybody's negative in point differential.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. It's a terrible division.
Even the Texans at 2-1 are -19.
Yeah, unbelievable. NFC East: Commanders and Eagles 2-1, Cowboys and Giants 1-2.
A little surprised. Commanders at 2-1.
Are they going to win the division?
I mean, they could.
I think so too. I posted.
It won't be the Cowboys because you don't win the division back to back,
and they look terrible too.
Yeah. So,
pardon me. NFC West: Seahawks 3-0, Cardinals 1-2, Rams 1-2, 49ers 1-2. There's two big shocks in here. Can you tell me which the two big shockers are?
The Rams and the Cardinals. Right?
Niners, Seahawks. Can't believe Seahawks are 3-0. 49ers are 1-2. They'll right the ship. There's no problem at all there. But
you say that, but the Seahawks played the Broncos and the Patriots, and then they played Tua-less Dolphins.
Yeah.
So
sometimes that's what you used to tell me when I would talk about a team that sucks and they get to just walk through. Mac and cheese is great. I don't know about great. You know what? We're gonna list our sides maybe next week. Let's do a sides show.
Okay.
We'll rank we'll make a bracket. How about that? You in on that?
Yeah, I'm always in on brackets.
Right, we'll make
brackets are fun.
Yeah. NFC North: Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. Vikings 3-0, Lions and Pack are 2-1, and the Bears are in the cellar 1-2.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the Bears. I'm a little surprised they've won a game, but a little shocked by the Vikings at 3-0.
Blew my doors off. I can't believe it, and I'm here for the chaos. I was like, oh man, do they have the highest scoring? Do they have the most points scored? But that's not true. I'll get to the team here in a minute. NFC South: Saints 2-1, Bucks 2-1, Falcons 1-2, Panthers 1-2, and Saints have put up 103 points. They aren't the highest scoring. They're the highest in the NFC. They're not the highest in the league. That belongs to the Bills at 112.
Yep.
Jesus. Any thoughts about the South?
A little shocked by the Saints. That's about it. I mean, the Bucks are right where I thought they'd be, except for I had them losing to us and not the other team they lost to. But The Falcons, yeah. I mean, Kirk Cousins is still getting back into the swing of things, but I think that team will be all right.
Yeah, I feel you. The only other comment I have on this is going to be one of those divisions where I think the AFC South sucks. The NFC South, historically has sucked in the last handful of years, but you got a good Saints team, you got a good Bucks team, you got a good Falcon. Everybody's been upgraded, right? And then now with Bryce Young being out and Carolina, you've got it's anybody's division. I think it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a photo finish, and that is your NFL. We'll just call it NFL with RD. How about that?
There we go. A little NFL walkabout.
Yeah, I do need to go ahead and touch up on. We need to do this. We didn't do it for the SB League, so we're going to do it right now. Okay. And I got a text from my cousin about this. He already hit me up and was like, Yahoo sucks, worst team. I'm the highest scoring. I can't even say what he goes, MF and BF and blah, 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 blah. Big dog there is. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So,
cool
sweet.
Story, bro.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. So you got the Bluegrass Holes in first place, 2-1. You got Barry Badgernath, 2-1. The Disputed, 2-1. My Team Sucks, 2-1. Flying Butt Monkeys, 2-1. And Royal Klutz, 2-1. I don't know why I gave you each of those. I figured there'd be at least a 3-0 team or some other whatever. But yeah, the rest of the teams are 1-2. That's I love only fantasy football. Old school Allen. A Pirate Looks 40. What is that, anyways? I know that's Lee, but what's that mean? You don't know? Saxon the City, and then OGSOB. We're down at the bottom. So there you go. There's your update in the league. We'll see what happens.
There we go.
I'll keep you posted.
So we got to do picks for this week.
Yep.
But we don't have anyone to pick with us. We're horrible about planning that in advance. You got a coin.
This was a last minute thing. You got it. I do.
So we'll go up against the coin this week.
Yep. So this will be heads.
Okay.
And then that'll be tails. I'll try to show you whenever. So
okay. I mean, I'll trust you.
It's my Wounded Warrior Project coin.
Recap over last week. Mm-hmm. How do you feel like you did last week?
Oh, my picks suck every week in and week out, brother. Every single week.
They do. I'm not going to disagree. You were 3-2 the week before, so I'll give you that.
I was 2-3.
What's that?
I thought you told me I was 2-3 the week before.
No, 3-2.
Okay. I was probably 0 for 5 this week.
You were 0 for 5 this week.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive run.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna start a Twitter channel, an X channel. I'm serious about this, and I'm gonna put every pick that I make out there. I don't care how small, how big, and I'm gonna be that guy that can't win, that can't pick someone.
Everyone's gonna be fading you.
Exactly. Hey, Royals finally won a game. That's what Old School said.
Congratulations.
Cheers to you, buddy. So yeah, there you go. So I got a coin. I mean, Old School's here. Old School, you want to call in and pick games? I know you've already done it this year, but I mean, you can call me on my phone real quick. It'd be, it doesn't have to be a long conversation. Just pick games. I'll give you a minute to decide.
Yeah.
And it says my phone is already paired, so bing, bang, boom, just like that.
You even picked the Cowboys to win last week.
Yeah. If I
and the Bengals.
Yeah, they should have won though. They were 6.5 point favorites.
7.5.
Yeah. I think I tried to wiggle out of that shit, but then I was like, "No, you know what? Double down." I was like, "Nah, bro, we ain't bitching out of this stuff." But yeah, no, Washington's not a bad team. It's boy, they were fun to watch. I'll be honest. I was watching the game, and I was like, "Let's go shootout. Let's have a shootout." And Washington was holding up their part. I mean, Bengals kind of got some
punts. No punts, right?
No punt. And there was only like 4 or 5 flags. Hey gang, B from O here lurking. What's up? S from O, B from O. How we doing? How you doing? Okay. Well, you know what? I got the coin. Let's party.
All right.
How did you said I was 0 for 5. How did you do and how did Lizzie do?
Me and Lizzie both went 3-2.
Okay, cool.
So we picked the same games. Me and Lizzie did.
Gotcha.
All the way down. But all right. All right, so let's get into it. I'll let you start us off this week.
All right.
Cowboys traveling to New York, play the Giants. The Giants are getting 6.
I saw this spread and I was like, This might be something I'm interested in. Yeah, give me the Giants in 6. Ready for the coin?
I too am going to take the Giants. And what you didn't say what was what? You just flipped.
This is the heads
Right, but what's heads mean?
to cover.
Well, you can't say it after. Okay, so you're going to flip it again.
Heads hometown. Heads home team.
Heads. Okay, that's what I was just going to say. Okay,
yeah, there you go. Home team.
So flip again.
Oh, I got to do it again?
Yeah, because you can't flip after we decide or
Home
before.
team.
All right, so they're taking the Giants as well.
All right.
Next up, Seahawks are traveling to Detroit to play my Lions.
All right.
3.5.
Oh my! I was watching about 20 minutes behind. Oh shit! Lizzie was doing that too when I walked by her a minute ago. She's like, "You're on my screen, still talking. What the hell are you doing here?" I go, "Get a fucking beer. Show's over." Don't bother me, kid.
Hey, 3.5 points at home. I think Detroit's just going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. We're going to give the Seahawks their first loss of the season, and we're going to cover. We're covering. Give me the Lions.
All right.
What? Oh,
home team.
Lions. And what are you taking?
How many points is Seattle getting?
3.5.
3.5. I don't know. Let me look. I probably should have pulled this shit up. Let me see something real quick. I need this information before the show starts.
Okay, we always pick the Lions game, so that's
yeah. I just need to know, what you're going to pick this week. Hold on, I'm still searching. Oh, that's the Monday night game, huh? No, Sunday night.
One of the Monday night games.
Oh, dude, I'm digging these double headers. I really am. 3.5. No. Detroit.
Okay, damn it.
Plus 3.5 is only getting you like negative 105.
Yeah.
I even though I do I think Seattle. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy though. I'm going to go with the crowd this time.
Okay.
Or I don't know.
Next up,
your
Bengals. You just did. I wrote it down and penned and everything.
Yeah, they've only beaten like terrible teams. Okay, fine. Yeah. Did I pick Detroit?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, all
right. Bengals are traveling to Carolina to play them Panthers.
Ooh.
Panthers are getting 4.5.
Panthers plus 4.5.
Okay.
Panthers probably money line at this point.
The Bengals have shown me nothing this year. I have to go with the Panthers. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's one of those games where damn well it's going to be tight. I think it's really, if the Bengals do win, it's like by a fucking field goal. All right, going.
Yeah.
Tails.
They're taking the Bengals.
All
right. Next up, we got the Bills traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens.
Ooh.
The Bills are getting 2.5 points here. I'm jumping all over that. I'm taking the Bills straight up. I'm taking the money line on that.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing as well. And if I was interested in maybe if this game was going to be like a 1-point game, like 31-30 or 21-20 or something like that, I just haven't seen anything with Josh Allen slowing down. But I would pay the point to be above the 3.5. But yeah, I'm going to go Buffalo for sure, money line. All right, and then
Buffalo
home team.
Oh, they're taking the Ravens. All right, and last up, we got the undefeated current lead for league MVP, Sam Darnold-led Minnesota Vikings. Traveling to Green Bay to play those Packers. Possibly the return of Jordan Love. I don't know. He was close. Apparently, he was close to playing this week. He's playing this last week. So we'll see. Vikings are getting 2.5.
Go Pack Go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someone had to have the courage to make this pick.
I'm going to have the courage to select the best team in the league right now, the Minnesota Vikings. Right.
I was looking for the thing, but it's, you know what? I screwed this thing up like 3 times. And I'm sitting there looking at that light blink. All right, you ready for the coin?
Yeah.
Not the home team.
Taking the Vikings.
Jesus, I can't get this stupid thing to look around. So there you go. Good luck, coin.
And then me and you were 1 game difference.
Oh, the
Vikings and the Packers. Other than that, we picked all the same. So
okay, cool. Cool.
Which makes me feel just awful about all of my picks.
I would say so. Yeah, like it's just you got to make better picks.
Yeah,
those suck. All right. You got anything else before? I know you got a news story, but you know what? I was asking you how much money it would take to do this and do that.
Yeah, let's finish with this.
All right.
Or is this a Patreon video?
No, this isn't a Patreon.
Okay.
All right. You get $1 million, but you have to bite off your own pinky from your non-dominant hand.
For just 1 million?
Just $1 million. I mean, you could make $1 million in your lifetime if you went after and started working hard. I was gonna, because the actual thing was 100 million, and I'm like, no, that's just too much. You do anything for $100 million, but $1 million
at least 3 times, just so that I can, gauge, if I like it or not, right?
So yeah, you got to bite your pinky off. You got to bite the damn thing off.
Here's the thing.
If I said 100 million, you'd be like, yeah, no problem. And now I'm like,
no, I would have this same. Here's the thing, regardless of how much the money is. Okay.
All right.
I think I lack the bite strength to rip that thing off. Like, I'm gonna try, and I want to go for it.
It doesn't have to be a clean break. You just got to get through the ligament and the whatever. It's the bone is not connected. It's all ligaments and all that kind of stuff. And there's bone in there.
I just don't know that I'm going to be able to
bite it off for $1 million. But if you had the strength, the jaw strength,
yeah, 100%.
You'd do it for. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, $1 million? Yeah, sure. It's just not going to be a clean, quick break, though. You know what I mean? He's got to gnaw.
Because I'm going to be choking on my finger, right? I got a long pinky finger, and
oh, it's so awkward. Like you sit there thinking about, like, Jesus, blood and shit going everywhere, and then like once you commit it to it, you can't just stop, because then like say you got like busted veins and tendons and all this other shit. So now it ain't gonna work right anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and finish it off.
Right now, if you tell me I can just take a meat cleaver to it, oh yeah, done. But I just don't know. Again, in this scenario, I would have the superpower ability of the bite strength that I just pretty sure I lack. But yeah, for $1 million, yeah, I don't use that thing.
What do I use a fucking pinky for? It's the one that always hurts anyway. So yeah, I
mean, your mom will be a little bit disappointed, but that's okay.
I figured it'd fit a little bit better, without a pinky. But then you have the little nub, though. It's kind of like, you got that little, now you got that thing kind of hanging off. You're like, all right. It's gonna work.
I'm going to get right here,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I want to get it right there. And it's just going to be clean. It's just going to be
Well, I do want to say happy birthday to somebody today. Someone special that's been a part of our lives for quite a little bit of time. Hold on. Let me get back to it. I had it and I was like, shit, I closed the damn page. Damn it. It was flowing so nice. Anyways, never mind. I don't care. I hate this place. All right, you ready?
Yeah. I just
stupid phone. I started looking up stupid, like the bet lines and shit like that. And we were talking about like the fucking Twins and whoever else. Anyways, very special happy birthday to Kiara Mia. Do you know who that person is?
I'm going to say no.
She turns 47 today. She's an actress of sorts. She was born in 1977. Been in quite a few films.
Okay.
Let's see. Raw 19. Turbo Slats.
I'm sorry. What was that? What was that last one? Okay.
And then lesbian slumber party. I think he's the chick that went out with Jimmy Garoppolo that one time. I think that's who he drug around town for a second.
No, that was Mia Khalifa.
I don't think that was her. I think it is Kiara Mia then, because yeah, it wasn't her. But yeah, there you go. She starred in over 100 adult films. Oof. You know what? Here's Amazon right here with a little backstory. Good God. Oh, why didn't it list it? It said, what's it called? Oh, that sucks. Boo. Anyways, there you go. Happy birthday.
Kira. Okay, it was Kira Mia. Never mind. I could have sworn it was Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, that's her. It is her, right? Did you Google that?
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah, when I heard it, I go, oh, I think I know who that is. And he's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy G fucking drug that thing around for a nice little seafood dinner. And he never called her again. All right, you got a headline before we get out of here?
You talking about that one that I was looking at?
Yeah, are we done? We can get out of here.
Yeah, I just was reading the headlines, and the headline says, Coke to pull new permanent flavor off the shelves. And I was like, wait a minute. It's the permanent flavor. Why are we... And now I can't find the story anymore, but,
Yeah,
they've
from
got a new
shelves less than a
flavor.
year after drink releases. Oh, that's that spicy one.
Oh, the spice Coke?
Yeah, Coca-Cola Spice. I got it right here. Pulled from shelves less than a year after the drink's release. I never had it, but that thing looks stupid as shit. Like, it said Tuesday will be pulling a product in less time than it takes for a soda to go flat. Atlanta-based beverage giant said in a statement USA Today that Coca-Cola Spiced will be discontinued. The product previously introduced as part of the company's permanent offerings will be pulled off the shelves just 7 months after it hit them. We're always looking for what our customers like and adjusting a range of products. As part of this strategy, we were planning to phase out Coca-Cola Spice to introduce an exciting new flavor in 2025.
They came out with for the Coke Zero flavor. They have Oreo flavored.
What?
Yeah.
God, we're so dumb. It's got electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
Yes, it does.
God,
currently looking right now.
You know where I get some water?
List.
I think this is like Gatorade or something. Water for what? To drink. Like from the toilet?
From the toilet?
Jesus. There was some damn thing. I can't remember what it was. And I started it. You know what? I think I was in an actual meeting, like a work meeting, camera on, all that kind of shit. And someone had said something and it flashed just a glimpse of Office Space. So I just started going like it was that part of the movie. And so I'm sitting there quoting the movie and like, so my manager knows what I'm doing. My other manager knows what I'm doing. The other 5 or 6 people are like, what the hell is he talking about? And then I kept going. I was like, listen, I deal with goddamn customers, so the engineers don't have to. Like,
I've got people skills.
And they were like, and their eyes are getting bigger and bigger. And then, of course, my manager and what they just started laughing their ass off. Like, oh my God, thank God they're it's not that bad. Oh my God.
And that's a direct quote from B from O.
Can we find it?
Yeah, I can
find it. Find it. And let's see. Hold on. Coke. Is it Coke Oreo?
Coke. It's the Zero. It's a Coke Zero flavor.
I mean, if it's Zero, I'm in. Says I can get it at Kroger. All right.
Yeah.
We'll do you know what? We'll do it. It'll be a free Patreon. So patreon.com/strikeout beer. You can subscribe to that channel for free. Doesn't cost you a dime. And we'll make that a free review and we'll talk about it. How about that? That'll be next week.
Okay.
Sounds good. And as long as I remember. So we just got to write that shit down.
I'll remind you.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to get in on the Patreon, we do a handful of videos a week. Well, not a handful, more like 2. And then we've done up to 3 individually or whatever. And then obviously you can put your picks on there, your underdogs, some other things that you might be feeling that day. $3 to get in to see all the videos, all the content. You're buying your pals a beer. Strikeout Beer. It's patreon.com/strikeout beer.
And then we do 1 free video a week on there.
You can subscribe for free. Doesn't cost a thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you a damn thing. So you just go in there and subscribe, and then you get a free video.
Free 99. Bam. But that's all I got for you. You got anything else today, buddy?
That's it. We're going to record another SB fantasy one after this, and then I think we're going to do our Patreon video. So we got some shit to do.
We got stuff to do. We got to make things happen. It's a Tuesday. Everything's all discombobulated. But hey, those of you who came in today, thank you so much. Those of you watching or listening on a later date, hey, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And just let me tell you, the pleasure, it's all on this side of the table. As always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.